everybody. Welcome to Smashing Game Time. We are two brothers that go through gaming's back catalog of yesteryear. I am your host, Nick. I am joined, as always, by my brother, Josh.
Good. I don't know at this point. We're day 4 into this now?
Day 4. It is day 4 of Game of the Year so far, 2025. We have already hit, 7 different categories. We've already hit 7 different categories. We're doing the big one today, Game of the Year so far for 2025. Before we jump into that, though, let's do a quick recap of who the winners are so far. You ready to recap, Josh?
Let's do it. Let's knock it out.
Let's knock it out. All right, first day, we had new character of the year so far. In third place, we had Hazel from South of Midnight. Gustav was in second place from Expedition 33. And then in first place was Mio and Zoe from Split Fiction. That's right, they are a package. They come together. You can't separate them. You can't do it. And then the second category on the first day was Best Box Art of the Year so far. In third place, we had Split Fiction. In second place, we had Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. And then in first place, we had Avowed with its beautiful rainbow skeleton box that Josh bought the poster for. You bought that?
Plan on.
You plan on it. Okay, it's going to happen. And then to wrap up day 1, we had Best Free Game. This was the game that Josh or I had played for free in some way or method, including not Battle Pass, Game Pass, PS Plus. We know there's money being exchanged at some point there, but you know what? It was free to us. It was our messy category. We allowed it to be messy. The winners of that were Minecraft, South of Midnight, which I played through Game Pass, and RoboCop Rogue City, which Josh got through PS Plus as his free game for the month. Get over it. It's technically not free. Who cares? Moving into day 2, we had Disappointment of the Year so far. In third place, we had Blueprints. In second place, we had Esports Gambling. And in first place, we had the state of games media as it is now. How bad it is. And then the second category for day 2 was Best Non-Game so far. This was our fun category where we got away from games and got to celebrate the things that weren't games that we're digging so far this year. In third place was Invincible Season 3 over on Amazon. In second place was Sinners, the Ryan Coogler joint. And then in first place, Josh's brand new baby. How many times did you drop that thing, Josh?
Only once.
Okay, good. No, he hasn't dropped it at all. I've dropped it 20 times. That's an uncle's job. Day 3, we had I Owe You an Apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game award. This is for a game that we slept on for years and years and years, or just a single year, or months. And finally, having played it, we were like, oh no, I get the appeal of you. I'm sorry that I didn't recognize your game. And so in third place, we had Humanity. In second place, we had Signalis. And in first place, we had RoboCop Rogue City. RoboCop, the big winner so far. Look at it go.
RoboCop's cleaning.
It's clean in the house. And then one of my favorite categories, Song of the Year so far. We listened to the jams, we bobbed our heads, but we came down to the last 3. In third place, we had Monoko. In second place, we had Alicia, both of those being from Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And in first place, we had Benji from South of Midnight. He was my brother. It's a good song, Josh.
You sing it so terribly.
He was my brother. Is that better?
No. Worse.
I took my hammer. I took it to hell.
Leave it to the professionals, Nicholas.
I will. All right. Now we're down to the big one. This is the big one. This is one's for all the marbles. I say all the marbles, but then we're going to be right back here in 6 months redivvying up the marbles. So here we go. It is time. Well, hold on now. I'm going to tease you. Let's do some chores real quick. Smashing Game Time is wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, and YouTube proper, where you can see our wonderful faces. I recommend for Game of the Year so far, you watch us on YouTube because we've got some visual elements that help out keep track of stuff. We got the list up as we're debating. And then fuck the algorithm, tell a friend. Fuck the algorithm. It sounded like I said fuck Al Gore. No, fuck the algorithm. Tell a friend. That's right. Word of mouth is king here. We don't fuck with the machines. It's all about humanity. So go forth, meatbags, and tell everyone about Smashing Game Time. All right.
Spread your meat bags. Spread to your meat. Spread to your meat bags.
Spread your meat bags, Josh.
Spread your meat bags. Yes.
Sexy. I love it. All right. Now it's time to divvy out the marbles. You ready, Josh?
Let's knock her out.
Time for Game of the Year so far, 2025. And again, nominees can be something not from 2025 that we played. The nominees are a game about digging a hole, War Rats, the Rat 'em Up, Blueprints, South of Midnight, Atomfall, Avowed, Split Fiction, RoboCop Rogue City, Citizen Sleeper 2, Alan Wake 2, Doom, The Dark Ages, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Minecraft, Plants vs. Zombies, Rematch, Keep Driving, Out of Sight, Citizen Sleeper, Signalis, Humanity. I've got Rematch on here twice, I think.
You do.
And Splitgate 2.
Nick liked Rematch so much he wanted it on there twice. Twice the opportunity to win.
You know, at its height, I was a big player of Rocket League. And when you say that you're giving me Rocket League without the cars, I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. I liked Mega Man Soccer when I was a kid. I would love to play some Rematch. Why not?
Yeah, but the key word there is soccer. You literally said it with Mega Man Soccer.
Mega Man Soccer was fun. All
I'm
right.
not saying it wasn't fun. I'm just saying it's soccer.
So we're going to whittle this down to 10. This isn't as big a list as GOTY would be because, GOTY, by the end of the year, we've played everything. We're only halfway there. So if you're looking at this and thinking that's not that big a list, shut up. We're here. We're human. We don't have
Come
time.
back in 6 months.
Come back in 6 months. All right. And again, I'm always of the rule that if, like, there's enough to where we like all the stuff that came out this year, then all the stuff from previous years can go. I think that's always been a solid rule because those things from the past have had their time in the past. So I'm looking at this list. Blueprints, again, it's my game I love to hate right now because it's just the biggest pain in my ass. I have it on biggest disappointment because I just let everybody hype it up for me, and I don't think it's gonna swing it. Maybe I play it again at the end of the summer and something clicks for me and I love it. Just right now, I don't see this making the top 10. Do you?
No.
But we are going to have a category for it. So, Josh, hear me out.
I know I need to play it.
Hear me out. At the end of the year, 2 fun categories for GOTY. Are you ready?
Okay.
For blueprints, we either do best or worst blueprint room. Okay. And then for Expedition 33, we do best expedition. Right?
I kind of like that one a lot.
Those
Okay,
are
that's
really
fine.
good categories. Those are really good
All right,
categories.
but put that in your memory bank. We gotta remember that for
Remember, hey, remember for those after, for those to come. All right, I'm getting rid of blueprints. Maybe it'll have its time later on. Josh, who are you digging for at the top? Who are you like, man? This is top dog.
Well, I think one that we can agree on is Claire Obscure.
Claire Obscure is going to make it, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no doubt. If I had to pick one, honestly, RoboCop. I mean,
you think RoboCop's going to be like top dog for you?
Yeah,
you're going to fight for
if
it?
I had to pick individually, yeah, that's what I'm going to fight for.
If I had to pick one that I'm fighting for, I don't even think I have to fight for it. 'Cause I think I've made a strong case with South of Midnight. Like I've admitted it's not the greatest game I've ever played, but soundtrack is banging. Some great characters, looks amazing, plays like Prince of Persia, which I know I posted about that on the Xbox subreddit today, like in someone's comments, and they're like, "Oh, it must not be that great if you're comparing it to a 20-year-old game." And immediately I was just like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa,
oh, whoa,
whoa, whoa, bro!"
They did what? No.
Whoa.
If we're gonna start, I mean, I'm shooketh. I am shooketh right now.
We're the old people, Josh. These kids are going to come out and be like, oh, that's an old... It's just like we were the same. Like, back when we were that age, if you made me watch Casablanca, I'd be like, it must not be that good. It's in black and white. I get it. We were those kids once. We just have to correct them. We have to correct them.
The difference is we have good taste. They don't.
But you correct them in hopes that they will acquire good taste along the way and realize the error in their ways.
Yeah, you pull the belt out and you swat their asses.
No, that's not the nope. We're no belts. This is a no belt house.
Fine, paddles. How about a paddle? Wooden one.
No paddling either. I'm okay with cutting out. Let me find it. I'm okay with cutting out Plants vs. Zombies. It's been a fun little revisit for me. That's taken up a lot of time, and it's fun. It's just, but it also reminds me that Pop Cap is kind of just sitting on their thumb, waiting to do something with that, and they haven't done anything. So, goodbye Plants vs. Zombies, but it's been fun. Josh, can we cut Alan Wake? as much as I enjoyed doing the book club with you last month, and it was fun. It was fun to revisit that game, and the DLC really does heighten it up past what Chapter 6 did. It's fine. It's good. I don't think it would have made my game of the year in 2010 either, though.
I mean, it went against Red Dead Redemption. I don't think it was really going to win.
Is Alan Wake 2 making this cut, Josh? He was my brother. Sorry. It's in my head now.
We leave it on there for now. I want to see how far we get before we take it off.
Okay. I'm okay with cutting Citizen Sleeper 2. I admittedly haven't spent too much time with it. Maybe just an hour. But honestly, I'd probably go to bat a little harder for the first Citizen Sleeper over the second one right now. Again, this is another game that I'm like, okay, I need to get some more time in with it for GOTY by the end of the year. But right now, it is not making the list. So I am cutting Citizen Sleeper. Let's recap real quick what's left for everybody. We've cut a few things. We've got a game about digging a hole, War Rats the Rat 'em Up, South of Midnight, Atomfall, Avowed, Split Fiction, RoboCop Rogue City, Alan Wake 2, Doom the Dark Ages, Clair Obscure Expedition 33, Minecraft, Rematch, Keep Driving, Out of Sight, Citizen Sleeper, Signalis, Humanity, and Splitgate. I'm also going to delete Humanity. I got it up into the top 3 for I didn't realize your I got it up in the top 3 for that other category. It's had its moment. Great community game. Again, I'm going to go watch that documentary as soon as we're done recording here. Great game. Go play it. Go find it. It's probably on sale right now. I say if you're looking for something that reminds you of Lemmings, Humanity's fun. Go play it. What you doing there, Josh?
So, I was counting, so we have to get 7 more out of here?
7 more as after Humanity?
Yeah, I think it's 7 more after Humanity.
Okay, I'll let me help out. Let me help you out with that there, bud. Let me help you out there with that. I think Minecraft, you know what? I kind of want to keep Minecraft for right now. Let me look at Out of Sight was a fun little puzzle. Again, I talked about this the other day, but this is very much feels like a Tim Burton film. You're the little girl who had her eyeballs taken out by her abductors, and now you can only see through this teddy bear. That most of the game's in first person, and that like you have people chasing you, and the teddy bear is your eyes. You can lift the teddy bear up to see obstacles. You can set it down and like platform around the world. It's fun. It's fine. It's a short game. I don't think it's gonna make the list of top 10. It's a cute little indie that is kind of creepy and kind of fucked up when you really start to think about it.
Well, what made you think that? The child losing her eyes, or?
Oh, and then I forgot to mention, you start to get haunted by like the other ghosts. It has some elements that you remember the old movie, The Children Under the Stairs, or The Children Who Live Under the Stairs. It's got those vibes. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. I'm gonna delete it. There's another moment where like the floorboards are like real old, and they're starting to like shift, and so like if you step on the wrong floorboard, you can fall through the floor. And it's a really great moment. Go play it. What are you thinking, Josh? What are you looking at here?
Rematch, because you've said it like 3 times, and I'm like, it's Rocket League without cars, which is soccer.
Rematch. I'm gonna get you into a few rematch games, and I'm gonna change your mind about it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it just because there's better games here, but it's fine. It's Rocket League without the rockets.
So once again,
it's a league.
That's called soccer.
It's league.
Called soccer.
It's league. Soccer. I'm getting rid of it just to appease you. Oh man, I want to keep driving just because it's such a vibe.
I mean, you convinced me with not only the music, but with the real quick.
Ooh, big yawn. That's a tired new dad right there. He just smacked himself. Then that wasn't a kinky slap. That was a stay up,
wake
dad.
Your ass up. So not only did you convince me with the music, you convinced me with it being a turn-based.
It's so fun.
Game.
It's so stupid. It's so fun.
I'm totally fine keeping it there. The problem now becomes, I think we're better off naming the ones we're gonna keep and putting them at the top, and then seeing what we have left and figuring out from there.
All right.
Because there's so many in here that we both agree on that. We're like, yeah, let's keep it.
All right. I for sure want to keep these two. Hold on, let me move them up. I for sure want to keep these two.
Okay. I'm game for keeping RoboCop and Alan Wake 2.
All right, so move them up. Do you have this in front of you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping War Rats and South of Midnight. RoboCop and Alan Wake 2. Okay. So that puts us at 4 up there.
I think we agree Split Fiction.
Split Fictions
And Claire.
And Claire Obscura. So go ahead and move those 2 up. And this isn't in any kind of order for anyone that's reading into this. You're reading into it wrong, buddy. Stop reading. You read at a 3rd grade level. Knock it off. Knock it off, friend.
Not in this house.
Not in this house. We don't read in this. We're the house from Matilda. We're like, you're reading a book? Get your ass in front of the TV now, Matilda.
Nick's day to veto in this bitch.
I believe that was his first directing role. Great fucking movie.
I think so. Yeah.
Great fucking movie. Did he write that? He might have had a hand in the screenplay. I'm not 100 on that though. All right, so for sure we're keeping them so far are War Rats, South of Midnight, RoboCop Rogue City, Alan Wake 2, Split Fiction, and Claire Obscure. And then the ones that we're not sure about: A Game About Digging a Hole, Atomfall, Avowed, Doom: The Dark Ages, Minecraft, Keep Driving, Citizen Sleeper, Signalis, and Splitgate 2. I think both of us haven't really had much time in Splitgate 2. I love it. I love its vibe. I love fast-paced shooting. I need to get more time in it. I say it goes.
That's fine. I mean, it's Halo meets Portal,
which is hot.
Yeah.
It's hot in 2009.
Not so much now.
So we need to get 4 more. We need to whittle this. We need to whittle down 4 more out of this list. All right, I'm gonna be the guy. Minecraft has got a beautiful update. It looks amazing. It's a lot of fun to play. There's just better contenders that came out this year or came out much later on than Minecraft. Minecraft's been around for 15 years now, 15 years plus. I'm gonna get the old dog out of here. And it had a movie. It had a movie that did Buku Dolores at the movie theaters. So, Minecraft, sleep well, friend. You're having a good year.
All right, so that's 7 now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to get rid of 3 more. I think if we get rid of Signalis and Sit and Sleep, no.
Well, no, you said 6. There's 7 there.
Oh, there's 7 there?
Yeah, so we need to get rid of.
Well, there's 6 up top, 7 at the bottom. So
no, because you're right. I heard you count to 6. You're like, okay, we get 3 of them. I'm like, wait, what?
I admittedly, and if you've noticed a theme, my plan coming into this was to play as many games as I could. And I did. You know what I did? I started with South of Midnight, which didn't take me very long. And then I finished South of Midnight, and I was like, okay, here are the games I want to tackle. I want to tackle Atomfall, Avowed, and Claire Obscure. I had already spent some time at Atomfall and Avowed. I'd spent about 2 or 3 hours each and got a pretty good idea on each one, but want to go back and play. So as I'm sitting there finishing South of Midnight, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll play Claire Obscure. Doesn't sound like it's that big a game. I can finish this pretty quick. And here we are a few weeks later. Not completed.
What Nick didn't mention or failed to mention is in between all those games, he'd go back and stare at Rat Balls for a good 30 minutes.
I played a little bit of War. I didn't play that much War Rats. Calm down. They just got a new update. Leave me alone.
It's all about the balls, guys. It's all he cared about. Nothing else but balls.
They put new rats in there, new rat balls for me to look at.
All balls, no shaft.
All balls, no shaft. And then admittedly, I haven't played Doom: The Dark Ages yet. I know I'm gonna love it. I've
only tackled the first 15 minutes of it.
Okay, so then if you cut Doom: The Dark Ages, I'd be willing to cut either Atomfall or Avowed.
I'd be okay with getting rid of Atomfall just because, I've digged everything you've said about Avowed, what we've seen of Avowed. I'm fine keeping it there.
All right, so then let's get rid of Atomfall and Doom: The Dark Ages. We'll see them both again in GOTY. I know we will, because I've dabbled in Atomfall. I've watched people play Doom. They both look great. We just don't have enough time to we didn't have enough time to play it and get our full opinion on it, so we don't want to bullshit you and be like, hey, we're putting it up on the list because everyone else has got it on there.
We're dads. We're dads. We have to unfortunately balance our home lives with our kids.
I never seen my kids. I'm just down here playing Claire Obscure the whole time. What are you talking about?
God, that must be nice.
No, I know. No, man. I have convinced my 4-year-old likes to watch me play Claire Obscure. He watched me fight the Paintress, and he's not scared by it. I thought he'd be scared by it because there's people with holes in their faces. It's not bloody or scary or anything.
No,
but it's statues.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, are we gonna fight the lady?" Like, "Yeah, bud, we're gonna fight the lady." And I felt bad because for like a few days, like I couldn't beat the paintress while he was watching, and then he was gone, and I beat the paintress, and he came home the next day. He's like, "Are we gonna beat the lady?" He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna beat the lady." I kind of already beat the lady.
Did you end up having to go back and fight her
No,
again?
no, I just told him, "Hey, I beat the lady." He's like, "Oh, but I'm fighting another lady." He's like, "Oh, okay." Uh, cute kid. Okay, so we got to cut one more of these games. So the games that are left that are on the chopping, that could be on the chopping block, are a game about digging a hole, Avowed, Keep Driving, Citizen Sleeper, and Signalis.
Which, besides Signalis, which of these are not of this year?
Citizen Sleeper is the only
So
other one.
basically, it's between Citizen Sleeper and Signalis.
Yes. I mean, it comes down to, have you had a better time with Signalis than I have with Citizen Sleeper?
Have you finished Citizen Sleeper?
Yeah. Remember, I haven't gotten all the endings, but I got an ending.
I'd say that's the winner then, because I haven't even beat Signalis. So
All right, so
I'd say
it gives you reason to finish it. Get it off this fucking
Yep.
list. Get out of here. All right.
There's your 10, though. Now
There-
we got to put them in order.
There's your 10. We got to put them in order. This could be tough. Let's take a little time. Let's breathe here. People can see our game of the decade so far right here. Let me get this out of the screen. Everything else has been on the screen. Who cares? But we'll get that one out of there for you.
They listen to us more than they watch us anyway.
We'll make this a little bigger, and then I'll tell you what's on the menu for what's left here. All right, so we've whittled down our top 10. We just have to put it in some kind of order. So here are the games. We've got War Rats, The Rat 'em Up, South of Midnight, RoboCop Rogue City, Alan Wake 2, Split Fiction, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, a game about digging a hole, Avowed, Keep Driving, Citizen Sleeper. I counted on my fingers to make sure we were at 10.
Now, I know you like the rule of if it was this year, it circumvents everything else.
Do we only have
Do you wanna-
do we only have 3 games that didn't come out this year on this list? That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, or no, well, yeah. No, wait. Alan Wake 2, Citizen Sleeper, RoboCop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm checking out a game about digging a hole. I couldn't remember if that's this year or last year.
That's where I was confused. I'm like, I thought that was last year.
No, that was this year. That was February 7th.
Okay.
I had to double
early.
check. I was like, wait a minute, how old is this
Okay.
game?
So I say those 3 we put towards the bottom.
All right, so let's move them. We're still not in any kind of order, but we're moving towards it. All right, so just based off the conversation with you, I think RoboCop goes above both of these.
Yes.
But
I'd say it goes, of those 3, RoboCop, Citizen, Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, because you haven't fully sold me on Alan Wake 2. You keep telling me Saga's great. You keep telling me you love switching between them. I just need to go back and play Alan Wake 2 to see if I really like it. Because I liked Alan Wake. I enjoyed my time with it. Would I play it again for fun? Absolutely not. Absolutely.
I say I 100%ed it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm never coming back to this. Unless they like did a remake, maybe.
All right, so we got 8,
I hope
9,
we're like
10.
50 years from that.
Got 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Now, let me get these out of here. There we go. All right, so looking at this, so then we still need to order Keep Driving, Avowed, a game about digging a hole, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Split Fiction, South of Midnight, and War Rats, The Rat 'em Up. I mean, War Rats feels like a strong number 7. I convinced Matt Fresh to buy it. He was like, "Hey, is this a good game? I see you playing it." I was like, "You know what? Give me 10 minutes." And I played it for 10 minutes. Yeah, this is a great game. Go buy it. And he had more. And then by the end of the week, he had more hours of it than I did.
I was about to say, now, did you tell him about the rat balls? I'm assuming he was very impressed by that.
I did. I think we were in a Discord call. And I was like, "Oh my God, you have to watch this." And he's like, "What?" And I pulled it up. He's like, "Oh fuck, I'm playing this game now." War Rats.
Don't play for the gameplay. Play it for the balls.
Play it for the balls. The gameplay's fine too. It's challenging. It's a very challenging game. I mean, I think top 3 is going to be where the real fight is.
Yeah.
I think number 6. I think Avowed seems like a very easy number 6 right now because we both haven't finished it. I mean, I know I would like it because I've liked Oblivion. I've liked Skyrim. It's just a smaller Oblivion and Skyrim. It's Obsidian doing it, so I know I'm in good hands. By the way, Obsidian very fucking busy. They've got the Outer Worlds 2 coming out. Like, these guys are they're Microsoft's workhorse.
Yeah,
and
they're pumping.
They're pumping. They're pumping. And then is number 5 a game about digging a hole?
I don't know, Nicholas. You tell me. Is it?
Okay, so I haven't really talked about it much. The fact that I got it on this list without saying a damn thing about the game is fucking magic. It's magic, motherfucker. You didn't even fight me. You didn't even fight me for Signalis. You're like, oh, it's a game about digging a hole.
Well, let's be honest. I only had a few titles on this, and they just about all made it.
Well, good for you. Good for fucking you, Josh. Great job.
It's you having to justify everything. So far, I've only lost 1 game. You've lost how many? I've lost 2 games.
They're all my babies. But no, a game about digging a hole is a game about digging a hole. You buy a new house and you find a sign that says like, hey, there's a treasure in this backyard. If you can dig it up, it's yours. And so your character just buys a shovel and buys this very high-tech shovel and starts digging. And it's just a very simple game. You're digging a hole. You collecting materials out of your yard. You go into your garage, sell those materials, upgrade your shovel. You upgrade your jetpack. You upgrade how much you... Yeah, you have a jetpack, you motherfucker. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, you just do. Because the hole gets so deep that you can't get out of it. You need a jetpack to jump out of the hole.
No, know what I'm hearing right now? Someone played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, got to the scene where they see Ryder digging in his backyard.
And they're like, what if...
That'd be a great game.
And they were like, what if you went through all of San Andreas with the jetpack? To which I say, we just enter the cheat code and find out. But no, you dig this hole. You're looking for this treasure. You eventually dig your way down into like these large tunnels. And again, you're still upgrading stuff. I think you can buy dynamite to like blow up bigger holes. You can buy lamps to light up the hole. And you like, if you're not paying attention, you can get lost in this hole. It gets deep. And it's a short game, but it's just so satisfying just sitting there and digging and seeing what you can find. And like, I think you dig into like the side of a ship or something, or the border looks like a ship. And it's mysterious. You get down to like this subterranean level and there's like these giant mole men that attack you. And it's just a fun, stupid game. I didn't know there were going to be mole men, but they were there. They were there.
Okay, so here's the deal, Nick, or Nicholas, however you want to prefer it at this point. It's going to be down between which is 5 and 4. A game of digging about a hole or keep driving.
I think 4 is keep driving. I think keep driving is a very strong, I think keep driving is going to be a game that influences a lot of other, I don't want to say knockoffs, but keep driving is going to influence the wiping your butt simulate, the wiping your butt RPG. There are going to be people that play keep driving and come away what other everyday task can I turn into a turn-based RPG? And I love that. I fucking love that.
I'm okay with that.
So I'm putting a game about digging a hole at 5. Keep driving at 4. And I think this is where the fighting is going to start.
And see, I agree, but I think I know where this fighting is going to go.
He was my brother.
Split Fiction is going to be number 3. And we're going to both fight over which should be number 1, Clair Obscur or South of Midnight.
I was going to say Split Fiction could be number 1, honestly.
Really? Okay. I did not expect that.
Honestly, I could make an argument for any of these 3 being number 1.
No, I can too, but the way I was seeing it is you would tell me South of Midnight number 1, Clair Obscur number 2, Split Fiction number 3. No. Okay, no. What do you got for me?
No. So let me just make the argument for why all 3 could be number 1. But we're not doing a tie. We don't do ties here.
We don't ever do ties.
We're not doing ties here. South of Midnight could be number 1 because it's a really good story about the South, and you don't get a lot of stories about the South. The last one I can think of is Norco from 2022, and that was a great story too. I think that was on our list for Game of the Year back when that came out. But you just have this tale about the South. You have this estranged family. You have all this sadness and all this misery between these people, and you have your character Hazel. She's a weaver, so just to say unweaving feels weird, but she's unweaving these sad parts of their lives, these strains almost. and finding out why these people are so miserable, and kind of trying to bring comfort to them. In the meantime, you have Hazel's grandmother, and again, spoilers. I mean, we say that in the show notes, but hey, spoilers. You have a grandmother who's like a fake weaver who takes people's pain to try and make her pain feel better, as opposed to using her pain to help others heal. And it's just an interesting family dynamic. There's a lot of good folklore stuff that I don't know too much about on a personal level. I'm a little I'm out of my comfort zone when talking about folklore. But man, there's some interesting, like there's just some interesting stuff, some interesting characters. Really well written. Plays like fucking Prince of Persia Sands of Time, which the Reddit folk weren't too happy about, but I think that's a goddamn great thing. Sands of Time is an all-timer.
You know what really blows my mind since you said that, though?
What's that?
So Prince of Persia is a 20-year-old game. Guess what's a 30-year-old game as of this year?
Just tell me.
Chrono Trigger.
Dude, we're getting old. We're getting old, bro.
I know we are. It just blows my mind. It's like, God damn, that was only 20 years ago?
I know my camera hides it, but there's some gray hairs up here. There's some gray hairs.
Oh, I went to the pool on Sunday. I happened to take my shirt off and look down. I see 3 gray hair. I'm like, God damn it.
God damn, you plucked them right away.
No, they're still there.
So my argument for Split Fiction is that it's probably the most timely of these entries. Well, I mean, like, you say the same for Claire. No, Split Fiction is the most timely when it comes to where we stand with AI right now, and where we stand with art and just creation, and what counts as creation and what counts as capital and creation, and how just diluted everything is, and how diluted AI is making everything. And Split Fiction is a game really, there's a lot of tropes in it. Like it's filled with tropes. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it, because I mean, you're playing 2 characters that are unpublished who are hoping to get published. And just to see that, like, oh, there's a reason these folks are unpublished is partially because they don't have the means to get published, but also like these stories are full of tropes. These are very tropey stories. But then it's a story, it's a game that makes an argument that these tropey stories are worth way, way, way more than whatever this fucking AI bullshit's about to put out. And I agree. Like, give me just this trope-filled story from this writer who has no idea what the hell they're doing. I'd rather read that than whatever bullshit this AI is going to spit out. And that's Split Fiction in a nutshell. And then Clair Obscur is just a game riddled in misery. Aren't we all, though? And this is one I can't get too deep into because I don't want to spoil anything for Josh. But I mean, it's a game about grief. It's a game about losing everything, and the things that the extent you go to try and save those things, and how sometimes you can't. And I'm not spoiling anything by saying any of that. So, and then the concept of all these different expeditions going out and failing in different ways, but also succeeding in different ways, and that being a gift for those that come after. Hey, look at that. I quoted the game.
No.
So who do you like at number 1, Josh?
I like Clair Obscur. It's just there's nothing I hate about it. It's perfect in every way.
It's kind of crazy because it is a flaw. You'll see this as you get deeper. It is a flawed game. It has its flaws. And again, I don't want to spoil anything because I feel like telling you about the major flaw that I see in it is a spoiler. But just know that I think the first 2 acts are great. That's all you need to know. And it's funny because the conversations around this game are about how like it's this small game made by this small team that's gonna save gaming, and it's like, no, it's fucking not.
It's not going to save gaming, but I think for sure it shows that indie developers are powerhouses too. Like you don't have to look at AAA or quadruple A companies to find these wonderfully crafted games. You can literally look at it's the girl next door syndrome. You literally have to only look right next door and it's right there.
It's a bright light in the dark times, but also like just to say for folks that are like, oh, this is a game that can help save the industry. It's like, no, like that's also like kind of what the game is. Not the game in a way is saying like, no, like no small thing can save us all. Like it's this bigger act that would do it all. People have just been weird about that game. I've been on that subreddit a little bit, and it's like, oh, you guys are not being normal about this. You can love this thing, and it's like people who would go to Penn State in the mid 2000s and Joe Paterno. They would consider Joe Paterno their dad. Like Joe Pa. No, stop. Joe Pa's not your dad. Claire Obscure's not your hero. Like, just it's a video game. Everybody chill. You can love it. You can love it. Just don't take it to dinner.
Yeah, no, I'm not praising it for being this game that everybody wants it to be. I accept it for what it is, and it's like you said, a light at the end of the tunnel. You can finally see it, and you're like, is this the end? Is this where things get better? Is this where things get worse? But it's more of like a turning of the time.
Right. And so South of Midnight, Split Fiction, Claire Obscure, again, all great games. Crazy these all came out within months of each other.
Right.
I think South of Midnight can be number 3.
I can't believe you're saying that.
I know it's the one on here that made me cry. Split Fiction was close with everything that was going on with Zoe and her sister, but
I mean, I know I teared up a little bit in Split Fiction for sure.
And then I have cried. I've cried from all 3 of these.
Claire Obscure by far. So I mean, by my standards, how far I'm at, has definitely been like it hits you in a really a really weak spot. Like it hits you hard because you're just like, you have all this hope, and then it's immediately dashed away. Immediately.
There's a reason they call it the disaster expedition.
Yeah.
You've been to that moment. I'm speaking light for the gamers that haven't done it yet. Shit, dude, this is really tough. This is really tough because these are all 3 really great games. I do think between the 2 of us, I do think Claire Obscure will probably be number 1.
Yeah.
Because I typically don't go for the turn-based RPGs, but this has really sunk its teeth into me. I was worried about the dodge and parry. I am a fucking expert. Even though some of those enemies are fucking bullshit and fucking dance around like they're fucking water dancers, I am a parry fucking master.
On which difficulty?
I'm playing the regular difficulty.
Try it on hard, you'll think otherwise. I promise you that.
What, did they change the cues? Like, are there no sound effects? Like, how does that work?
Basically, it's like almost all visual. There's not, to me at least, I can't tell if there's an audio. Like I would have to go and try it on normal just to see. But I have to literally watch the enemy do it.
Not fun. I want to hear it. I gotta hear it. Especially there's some later ones where they're just like fucking fiddle faddling, and you're just like, fuck you. They'll do like a real quick 1-2.
Remember the I guess they're not like werewolves, but they look like werewolves in the underwater area.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Those I struggled on the most.
Are they the ones that dash behind you? And yeah, because that sound cue is super fucking quick, but you don't have a sound cue apparently.
No, I don't hear it at least. I have to visually watch them do it to parry.
So I think we agree Claire Obscure at number 1, right?
Yeah.
So then it comes down between South of Midnight and Split Fiction. I think once you play South of Midnight, I can get you on board for it being higher. But I do think number 3 is a good spot for it for right now. Again, we have Game of the Year at the end of the year, so stuff can move. It probably will move.
Oh, it definitely will move because we still have another half of the year still to go through. Who knows? Claire Obscure might get dethroned.
We might all hate it by the end of the year. We might all be like, "Fuck this game." Yeah. We've been Blueprints fans since day 1. We'll completely change course.
We'll just get rid of the video evidence. Be fine.
We'll delete all these GOTYSO episodes. All right.
Oh, everything got corrupted.
Oh,
sorry,
no, guys, the channel, everything's gone. Oh no, what happened? Blueprints is great though, right? All right, are we locked in?
I'm locking it in.
Is there anything we want to change?
I think this is a solid GOTYSO.
It's a solid GOTYSO. All right. I think all of these are going to make it on. I think all of these are going to make it on the Game of the Decade tomorrow, by the way. All of them.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Every
you're right.
Every last one of them. All right, here we go. So, Game of the Year so far for 2025 is as follows. At number 10, we have Alan Wake 2. At number 9, we have Citizen Sleeper. At number 8, we have RoboCop Rogue City. At number 7, we have War Rats The Rat-em-Up. At 6, we have Avowed. At 5, we have a game about digging a hole. That's the name of it. It's not me describing the game. At 4, we have Keep Driving. At 3, we have South of Midnight. At 2, we have Split Fiction. And at number 1, we have Claire Obscure Expedition 33. We did it. Josh has a physical
winner.
copy up. He's holding it up like a... Josh, put it up on your shoulders like it just won a sporting event. Yeah, look. Look, you did it. You did it, Claire Obscure. That's pretty obscure of you. You did it. You did it. So normally for GOTYSO, this would be the end. This would be us saying goodbye and like, hey, we'll see you at GOTY. No, I mean, we still record episodes every week, but that would be the end of it. But tomorrow we are doing Game of the Decade so far. We're picking the top 20 games from the 2020s, and we brought in some help. We've got, oh boy, we got JMO and Mike from the old Switcheroo coming on, and we got Matt Fresh and Johnny Amazich from Hard Drive, my two buddies from Hard Drive coming on. And we're gonna sit down, and we're not leaving this room. We're not leaving the Zoom until we pick the top 20 games of 2020s. It's going to be a longer video, Josh. I hope you know.
No, I get that. I'm looking at the list right now because I haven't looked at it since yesterday. I've seen some of it's changed, and some of it I'm like, okay. And there's some I'm like, oh, which sick fuck put this on here?
I'm already pulling for Wordle. Wordle's going to be number 1, baby. Number 1.
No. Wait, Wordle was
2020.
Damn.
So
damn you, Wordle.
Damn you, Wordle. So we're also going to have written list. I'm going to do a written list. Josh, you're going to do a written list, right?
Yep, I'm working on that this week.
We're going to get those up on the website. So you may see a different order than what you see up here. This is the website's order. Josh and I might have 2 completely different orders. Josh doesn't know what War Rats is. He just knows about rat balls.
I mean, that's literally that's like 90% of what he's shown me is nothing but rat balls.
Hey Josh, look at this game. Look how fun it is. Rat balls. And then I stopped sharing the stream.
Yeah, he literally shared it, showed me like, hey, this is how the game starts up. This is how the start of the mission. This is them preparing the mission, and that's where he stopped. It's like, really?
That's it? Yeah, I don't get to watch the gameplay. Nope, you got what you needed.
You got the best part, buddy. The only reason you should be playing it.
I'm glad they got on the list. It's well deserved. Well deserved. So yeah, we're gonna do our written list. We've got top 20 games of the decade so far tomorrow, and then we're back with some lists next week. We can cover all that later on though. But everyone, Smashing Game Time. Again, you can find us wherever you get your podcast. We do have a website, smashinggametime.com. Find our stuff there. We got one more day of GOTYSO, so come back tomorrow. Come back for Friday. It'll be July 4th for our American listeners. If you're celebrating, happy 4th. If you're not, the days will hopefully not be dark forever like they are right now. Right, Josh?
Oh.
Time out.
Did you just say that episode will come out on the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it actually be the 5th? Because this episode is for the 4th of July.
No, 4th of July is on Friday, Josh.
It's Friday. I'm thinking it's Thursday.
Josh has been doing so much podcasting, he doesn't remember the calendar.
Dude, I don't even know what day it is anymore.
He doesn't even know. Go write your list, you uncalendared swine.
My boss is going to be angry, I hope. So many projects.
All right, everybody, we're getting out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow for Game of the Decade. This has been Smashing Game Time. I hope you had a smashing great time. We'll see each and every one of you next time.